Okay, class, so that last answer, the car salesman deceived the customers. Yes? Deceived. Good. Now repeat after me, everybody. Bewilder. Bewilder. Emotion. Emotion. Earnest. Earnest. Deceive. Deceive. Communicate. Communicate. All right, so we're done with vocabulary. So let's go ahead and put away your sheet. We're going to move on to alphabetics. Okay? We're going to move on to alphabetics. I need to have Jennifer and Jacqueline. You guys can move to this back table over here, please. Jorge, you can come over to this table. Bayardo, you can also go to that back table. You guys, we're going to be doing a comprehension activity while I work with this other group on alphabetics. Okay? We're going to be working on the KWL chart, and you guys, your group is at that table over there. Angel, you can join us right up here. Juan, you're fine where you're at. And Blas, good morning.
Good morning.
You're also your group is over here as well. Okay? We're moving on to what I call word parts. Okay? Sometimes I say alphabetics, sometimes I say word parts. So good morning, class. Okay, you guys ready? Yes. All right. Quick question. How many of you have come across a word that you didn't know how to pronounce? Yeah, Angel? Yeah, you do. All right, now, how many of you didn't know where to begin or how to begin to break down a word and pronounce it on your own? Okay. All right. Well, would you like to learn how to break down a word into short syllables and pronounce the word all on your own without the teacher? Yes? Yes? Great. Great. Today, we're going to be learning about how to identify a closed syllable. And by knowing how to identify a closed syllable, you'll know what sound the vowel makes in that closed syllable. When you see a word like this, okay, what's the first thing that you do? What's the first thing that you do when you see a big word like this? Cry? No? Maybe ask the teacher? Okay, well, what we're going to be learning today is the first step towards giving you the tools to be able to break this down into short syllables so that you can do it on your own. Sound like a good idea? Yes? Yes? All right, let's get started. Now, before I introduce the closed vowel, let's do a little review on what a syllable in general is. All right, let me just do a quick review on what a syllable is. And you guys don't need to write anything down because I'm going to give you copies of this. All I need you to do is just listen, follow along. So what is a syllable? What is a syllable? A syllable, you guys, is a group of letters that has a single vowel sound. For example, I have a group of letters here. This is a syllable. The vowel sound that I hear is the short O. Ah, goss. This is a syllable. Group of words, and we only have one vowel sound. E, D. This is a syllable. Group of letters, and we only hear one vowel sound. In this case, it's the short A. Ban. Now, you're probably asking yourself, Mr. Verdin, how do I know what vowel sound that vowel makes in that syllable? Well, that's what we're going to be learning today. You're going to identify the type of syllable it is and what sound that vowel makes. Okay? Because there's many different types of syllables. So let me get started on the syllable that we're going to learn today. And that syllable is called the closed syllable. Okay? Now, there are three things you have to remember about the closed syllable. The closed syllable has only one vowel in it. The vowel has a short sound, and this closed syllable ends in a consonant, sometimes two. For example, closed syllable, we have one vowel, and I put vowel, that's what the V stands for, ends in a consonant, and the vowel sound is short. If you remember, that's the symbol for the short sound. Short sound of the U, hus. Here we have another closed vowel. One vowel, it ends in a consonant, and the vowel sound is going to be short. Pen. Okay? And as you can see again, another closed syllable. One vowel ends in a consonant, the vowel sound is short. So whenever you look at a syllable, if it has one vowel, ends in a consonant, then we know that the vowel sound is short. Okay? Let me just do a very quick review. I'm sure you already know, but let me just review what the short sounds are. The short sound for A is A. Repeat after me, A. Short sound for E is E. E. Short sound for O, A. Short sound for U, Remember? Okay. And the short sound for the I is I. Look at my nose. I. I. Okay. Now I exaggerate now in class so I can get the point across. In class, we'll be able to exaggerate these short vowels, okay, you guys? But don't do it out at the supermarket, okay? Don't exaggerate because then they're going to look at you funny. All right, so the closed syllable. 3 things to remember. What are the 3 things? Okay, for example, one vowel ends in a consonant, and the vowel sound is short. Okay, good. Any questions so far? So far, so good? So here we have examples of closed syllables again. Okay, when I come across a closed syllable, the first thing I do is I go for the vowel. It has one vowel. Okay. Mr. Verdin says it ends in a consonant or 2. Okay. And so that means that it's a closed vowel and the vowel sound is short. Okay. Band. Okay. All right. Let me try another one. Now, closed vowel. I have one vowel. Okay. It ends in a consonant. Okay. So if this is a closed vowel, then my short sound is 10. Okay. Okay. I think I get this. Let me try one more. All right. One vowel ends in a consonant, so then the sound is short. Cat. Okay, good. I was able to do that on my own. Now, why don't you guys help me? Let's do this one together. What's the first thing that I do? The vowel, one vowel. Okay. It ends in a consonant. So if this is a closed vowel, what sound is my vowel? Short. There you go. Okay, good. Now let's try one more, you guys. I need a lot of help here, so help me out here. All right, I have a syllable here. What's the first thing that I do? Mark the vowel, okay? So I have one vowel. It ends in a consonant, so let me mark it. So if this is a vowel and it ends in a consonant, then my short sound is? My vowel sound is short. See, I'm tricking you. My vowel sound is short. Okay. Now, notice the pattern. VC, VC, VC. The closed syllable is a very popular syllable. You're going to see it in many, many words. In fact, you've probably already seen it. Okay? So later on, when you're doing silent reading, I guarantee you're going to come across some of these closed syllables. Okay? All right, let's do one more. One more together. When I look at a syllable, the first thing I do is mark my vowel. Okay? There is one vowel, right? What do I put? Yeah, what do I put? Yeah, but what do I put under the vowel? The letter V. Okay. Good. All right, so one vowel. It ends in a consonant. So what do I do? Okay, letter C. So once I know that this is a closed vowel, what else do I know? I have a short sound of a vowel. Good. All right. Now repeat after me. Band.
Band.
Ten.
Ten.
Ket.
Ket.
Lawn.
Lawn.
Sill.
Sill.
Dom.
Dom.
Now this one, I'd like for you to try it with your partner. Okay? What I'm going to have you do now is I'm going to have you guys work in pairs. I'm going to have you work in pairs, identifying the vowel and marking it, identifying the consonant and marking it, and marking the short sound of the vowel. Okay? I want to hear you out loud. Okay? I want you to do it out loud. Work together with your partner. Okay? Because if you don't do it out loud, you're not going to know whether you're sounding it out correctly. Actually, I'm not going to know whether you're sounding it out correctly. I like to know. So let's start with this one right here. Now you guys are going to share. Here we go. Hi, Angel. How you doing? Good? All right. Okay. Put it right here. Mm-hmm. What's the first thing you do?
Mark the bubble.
Good. Questions? Any questions? Any comments? How does this feel so far? Yes? So far so good? Look what happens when we combine two closed syllables together. When we combine two closed syllables together, dis, vowel, consonant, short, vowel, consonant, short, discuss, discuss. Okay? Now remember, when you see it, it's not going to have the V, the C, and the short sound symbol. It's not going to have it. But hopefully after today, you'll be able to say, ah, wait a second. Closed syllable. Closed syllable. Discuss. Repeat after me. Discuss. Discuss. Good. Check this one out. Good morning. How are you? Blanquita, we have it on the computer. Vowel ends in a consonant. The vowel is short. Vowel ends in a consonant. The vowel is short. Repeat after me. Contact. Contact. Okay. And remember, you're not going to have the symbols, and you're not going to have the V or the C under. Okie dokie? Yes? What is a closed syllable? Excellent. Yes. Can you recognize one if you see one?
Yes.
Do you know how to mark it?
Yes.
Yes. And most importantly, what sound does the vowel make? Short sound. Okay, good. Now, what I want you to do when you go home and you pick up your book, because I know you guys are reading 20 minutes a day, right? Yes? Okay. As you're reading for those 20 minutes and you're utilizing those active reading strategies, I want you to just look out for words that have close syllables in them. Can you do that? Yes? Do you promise?
Yes.
Okay, it's on camera, so you guys all promised. All right, thank you very much, you guys. Why don't we put this away and let's get ready for fluency.